The topics we discuss are many.
No story too bold to talk about.
Strictly our own opinions.
But they are opinions from people like you.
Welcome to the NAKE'd podcast.
Hey, it's Ethan. Welcome, everybody.
17. Welcome to the NAKE'd podcast, guys. Jadim Tech Guy Allen. I put up shelves this past weekend.
They look pretty good. Is it Friday yet? Sanjay, I'm tired today.
You guys want to see a sick burn? Ugh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Chocolate. Yeah. What up, guys? It's Keelan.
What's up,
Ouch.
Chip?
Hi, Chip. How are you? Love. So I actually ran across something pretty cool this week, guys. It was about a 19-year-old Alyssa Carson so the article title I read said that she is on track to become one of the first human on Mars. I have found that is actually untrue, but she has fully immersed herself in NASA. And they actually have this thing called the NASA passport, where if you visit all 14 of their locations, you've completed their passport. And so because she did this back in 2014, she completed it. They actually invited her to a panel over in DC.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if she will become one of the first humans on Mars, but I think she definitely deserves it.
She got clearance to be in the first suborbital zone, right? She's able to go above where I guess planes could go, but not quite into space yet.
That's cool.
That's fucking badass.
Hey, Joker. Yeah, I listened to the TED talk that she gave, and she is really, I mean, super smart from a young age. She kind of knew what she wanted to do, and she's done things leading up to it, which is amazing to me. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? We watched Away recently, and she pretty much, the main character in Away, was dedicated to be going to Mars at some point in her life. And it would be so great to see Alyssa be one of the first people going to Mars.
I just like waiting for that moment. You know what I mean? I guess our grandparents had that moment of watching somebody land on the moon. I can't wait to watch somebody land on Mars.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Aw. Damn it. Joker's taking all the time he can to roast me. Honestly, I thought I thought the first person to go to Mars was gonna be crazy.
We're gonna be one of the first colonists.
Okay. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
I was the first commercial flight to Mars.
Okay, fair.
Residential.
I'll find a way.
Maybe they need an electrician. Who knows?
Exactly.
Okay, so our new sub goal is to get me to Mars. So everyone start subbing. And we just need a couple $1 billion. We'll start our own little space program, and we'll be on Mars soon enough.
Just a couple
Do you
billion.
think Daddy Musk would sponsor us?
Daddy Musk.
No. And it's Senpai Elon.
Senpai Elon.
That's just gross, guys. Come on.
Joker, it's okay. I tease you with Vaporeons all the time. Don't worry about it.
No, I think it'd be I think you should really start looking into working for Musk's corporation so that we can integrate ourselves and become pivotal, in their operations.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're here in Texas, so we just need to stop them.
They're in Austin and they're down at the coast, so win-win.
We can go. We can have a
Is-
South by the Island weekend, guys. We can all go chill out for like 36 hours while Ethan like, hey, this is what I can do. To Daddy Gates. Wrong daddy, sorry.
Oh.
Wrong daddy, sorry. To Daddy Musk.
Yeah. I'll work on SpaceX, and we'll send Peach to work on Blue Origin.
Yeah.
Shady, I have a question. If Senpai Musk is a clone anyway, where is the real one? Is this a best situation like a la Rick and Morty?
I got it. I got it. So y'all know how Musk has his AI. What
Mhm.
if the original Musk has passed away, but uploaded his sentience into his AI, and then they had the clone, so they can just go back and forth with each other?
Oh my god.
Well, so wouldn't that be more of an android, not a clone?
Not no, it's the AI and the clone, right? Or is it
No,
one being?
I'm talking about like a data and what's from Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
Data. I forgot his brother's name.
Hmm.
Is it Breach?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That was the last episode with the Facebook breach.
If they put the AI in the clone or the android body, then yeah.
Oh, there you go. Like Vision and White Vision. Vision and Vision.
So there's just two Elon Musk sitting around telling each other like or just trying to figure shit out.
Is that who he married? No, that's rude. I'm sorry. That was too far.
No, he
Personally, I
married
think it's
Grimes.
What?
married what?
Oh, Elon Musk, he married Grimes. They have a baby and all that.
Oh.
Yeah.
His baby
What if
was the
it's
first
Anyone who can
android.
pronounce the baby's name.
Alex, right?
Ashton, I think.
Something. I don't know.
It's,
Anyway,
it's like a super like basic name. It's just spelled the hardest way possible.
Yeah.
so going back to Alyssa Carson. Was there anything else? Was there more?
Honestly, I'm super proud. This girl, since she was super young, 8, 9 years old, she has wanted
That.
she has wanted to go to space. She has been obsessed with astronauts. When she was 9, she got to meet astronaut Sandy, who originally, when she was 9, wanted to be an astronaut. So she knows that this is a path that she can follow, especially with because I was reading the article NJ sent. She's going to a school where she does all of her studies in 4 different languages. Like, can you guys even imagine?
God damn.
Yes.
I
Like,
can't even speak English.
Reading to the kid in Spanish like breaks my mind for some reason. Like, oh. Fuck that.
So
She's gonna have to be work with all these other countries we work with for
Yeah,
the space program.
Yeah.
If you do think about it, like our kids have to know multiple languages now.
Mm-hmm.
Our little one is bilingual, but he told us that he wants to learn Japanese. We're like, fuck, we gotta learn Japanese now.
Yeah,
So you're saying you already have a weeb in the making?
sort of.
Oh my god, he's so into anime. He's so into anime. He loves it.
Yeah. I when he gets older, I want to start introducing him to like heavier animes where
Like,
the
Attack
plot
on Titan.
points exactly like neither side knows which if what they're doing is good or not, or like Trigun or Cowboy Bebop, shit like that.
Yeah, we're just gonna make
Yeah,
we're gonna
Sailor
make him
Moon.
watch the Chimera episode, which is funny that you say
Oh.
that, Puzzled, because we were singing the Fighting Evil by Moonlight, and Edos was looking at us like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
So that's a good question for chat. Chat, what would be the first anime you would show your kid?
I got that. I'll make a poll. Wait, no, I can't make a poll.
Yeah, you can
Never mind.
make a poll.
Yeah. We're gonna give you
Show
4
the Chimera
options.
episode from Full Metal Alchemist, and he'll be traumatized for life. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Every single time I say brother, he's gonna like cringe and get really sad.
Hmm.
Or when I start to play
I
the
would
swing
say
from the
we-
vine.
I would say we have to like take it old school, where like the original Dragon Ball or Cowboy Bebop, something.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
He's
Maybe
already,
maybe more recent Gundam.
I'm gonna be honest. He's already seen a couple of the earlier versions of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Y'all can hate me, but you gotta throw some Naruto in there.
He's already watching Boruto and Naruto, so yeah, he's set.
Naruto is a joke.
At least he's not watching One Piece, and I don't have to watch the entirety of One Piece.
Everyone always tells me watch One Piece, and it's like no.
No.
I will never watch it. Everybody tells me to.
No. That's my same response.
But no, honestly, with Alyssa Carson, I just feel, she's pushing boundaries. She's going to break some glass ceilings. And I'm definitely that gif where we are going to watch your career with great interest.
For sure.
I'm going to create a Google alert.
I'm going to shame Chip for going to bed so early.
Good night, Good night, Chip. Good night, bed.
Love you, Chip. Get some good sleep.
So, you know what else is kind of breaking glass? It's a really terrible segue, but Senator Gaetz. Republican Gaetz, or what Representative Gaetz, whatever the fuck he's supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
He's a House rep.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Representative Gaetz from Florida. So he kind of got caught up in these allegations by basically a thread. So there is a man that used to be a tax collector in Florida. His name is Joe Greenberg, and he has some other like sex trafficking allegations against him that he's currently in court for. Now, how Matt Gaetz gets kind of roped into this is that apparently last year, him and Greenberg were in contact, and they were talking, and Gaetz sent him 2 late night Venmo transactions in the amount of like $900 total. In that same 3-minute span, Greenberg turned around and sent that money to 3 different girls. So they're assuming that Gaetz is paying for underage, indiscretions. And they're extremely young women, like they say 17 or 16 to 18 years old. And Gaetz denies this. I think that he's getting like roped in with all the other allegations that the Greenberg guy is getting roped into, and it's just causing like a really terrible time for him. In addition to that, his political ties too, I think, are another reason why the media is so focused on Matt Gaetz in particular, is because he was very pro number 45, and there was rumors going around that he asked 45 for a pardon, and which was denied, but they said that never happened. And actually, I don't really know the truth if that happened or not. I don't think it did. I haven't seen any tangible proof.
Yeah, another.
But yeah, just like another representative caught up in a sex scandal. Have you guys heard about this at all?
Like it popped up on the radar, but disappeared really quick. I don't think they ever found anything actually like concrete that can tie him to anything.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I saw it for like 48 hours on Reddit and on another website. I don't remember what it was, and all it was is just allegations, And one of the things that he allegedly said to 45 is when he was asking for that pardon, it was for illegal activities that were already performed, and that was the last I ever saw anything.
And I honestly, like, I think CNN had published like this piece first, which, I mean, it's definitely liberal news versus like a Republican congressman. So like you couldn't really take that at face value, and there was no proof like presented like in these facts. But I just think that like this Joe Greenberg guy is probably a little bit more interesting to me than Matt Gaetz is. And that's because this sounds really familiar. It sounds like Epstein.
Right?
It's like,
that's exactly what I was gonna ask next.
Yeah.
Like, did he fill the power vacuum that was left by Epstein? Or is he a front for Epstein? Like his alias for Epstein now?
Alias? I don't know. Is this some organization? Tinfoil hat time. My tinfoil hats over there.
Was
But
that actually was that actually Epstein's body that we saw, and is Gaetz Epstein?
no.
Yeah. So that's like one of the biggest things that they think Epstein actually they got him out of the prison. That was a fake. Like they killed somebody, switched the bodies, and left.
Like Dark Knight Rises, just put a little blood in
Yeah,
it, it's
like that's a
good.
big conspiracy theory.
Jesus.
Talk about your tinfoil hat theory.
Yeah.
Tinfoil hat theory for sure. I was just like, it just sounds familiar, like this Greenberg guy, like his track record. He wasn't as, he got caught, you know, so he wasn't as like sneaky, or maybe he didn't have as many powerful friends like Epstein did. But it just goes to show you, like, Epstein may have been rescued from his jail cell, or maybe he actually died, or maybe he was killed. But it just goes to show you that, like, there's somebody to replace him and on some level.
I mean, it just sounds like to me we need to replace all of our representatives and people in political power at this point. Wipe fresh and start new.
Yeah.
Things aren't really going good for Andrew Cuomo either. You know, he's, I think the last I saw was 8 allegations against Cuomo, and for his indiscretions, and not to mention the other things that he did during the pandemic, like giving his family preferential treatment, you know, moving seniors back into nursing homes in the midst of a pandemic. It's just like these dinosaurs just need to get out of office. Like, depending on like what side that you fall on, we just need a clean start, I feel.
Yeah.
So that's what the biggest thing I think that needs to happen is term limits. The only downside is that the states have to do it. So the Constitution says the states can convene like a I forgot what do you call it, like a constitutional Congress, more or less, like they did back before we declared independence. And the states can say if the majority, I think it's 35 states have to approve it, and they can add a amendment to the Constitution without it having to go through the federal government. And
Yeah.
so that everybody believes that's our only pathway to get term limits.
I definitely agree with you, but nobody's gonna vote on it. Look at what happened with Cruz, Ted Cruz. Like, he's for it, but everyone like shit on it so much.
Is it because it was Ted Cruz? Like, honestly, I think it's a great idea. Like, to get these people are in office for 30 plus years and they accomplished nothing.
Not a damn
I
thing.
mean, yeah, our current president's been in politics for 47 years. How can you at least be in touch with the world if you've never actually been in the world? You know what I mean?
When was the
Like,
last time you were out
how
there?
can you make how can you make any type of regulation for the private sector if you've never been in the private sector? It's like, you know what I mean?
Honestly, if we were to just pay our representatives $75,000, that includes like benefits provided by the VA, then they change a whole bunch of shit immediately.
Because all they do is
Probably.
give themselves raises. Like,
Exactly.
what are you getting a raise for?
Chick.
Kindness?
Yeah, no, but for real, it's so the people they're in charge of themselves. So how can we ever hold them accountable? Right?
Exactly.
Like they're responsible for their own pay. They're responsible for how long they do.
Mhm.
Like there's really no accountability to Congress currently. And I think it's really run amok across the board. And that's why we're in such dire issues lately.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
It's supposed to be checks and balances, but nobody's checking them, and it's definitely not balanced.
Yeah, we have an administration that's ruling by royal decrees, and our Congress has not done anything about it. And there's no way to check Congress. Like the only people that are supposed to do something is the Supreme Court. And they're just like, nah, we'll worry about it later.
What do you mean?
So, I mean, just like with all the election issues, the Supreme Court didn't weigh in on either side, you know? Like they refused to hear all of the cases, even when it was states suing other states, which the Supreme Court is the only place that can happen, right? Like the Supreme Court has jurisdictions over state matters when states are fighting each other. in court. So they refused to even hear out the states. Like they didn't want to hear because they didn't want to be responsible for the outcome.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, all like I totally agree with you. Like they should have stepped in. They should have waited on one side. I don't understand why they were just, I guess, beating around the bush
Yeah,
until it
well,
eventually went away.
Yeah, well, Chief Justice John Roberts was on record saying that they viewed it as a no-win situation, so they felt that it was better to not be a part of it in any way.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can see that because then it immediately puts a precedent that, oh, the votes are in. Oh, everyone's gonna contest the votes now, and it's gonna take even longer for any vote to be
I don't
counted.
think that's
And
the
I
point,
see I
though.
see that though.
I think the point is more so of like identifying the issue and how do we fix the issue. Like even though, I haven't really seen evidence to back up election fraud that I believe. But, if there's a problem and somebody says like, "Hey, like we need to check into this," we should check into it.
Oh, shout out to Scary. Thanks for the sub, buddy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, so like Texas's lawsuit in the matter, right? They felt that certain people weren't following the rules. They felt other states didn't follow the same rules that their state was following. So in turn, they were like, "Can somebody just settle this beef for us? Like, tell us which side. So, are we allowed to change the rules now, or do we have to go through the process that the Constitution says? Like, how does this fall in? Like, there was answers where they could have pretty much kind of gave a a pathway for people to start correcting the issues, or at least hear people's grievances out. I think that was the biggest thing, is that when somebody comes to you with an issue and you completely ignore them, then why would they ever come back to you with an issue? You're just going to lead to more division, more animosity. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, that's a good
And
point. Yeah.
and like we're getting to the point now with the vaccine passport where like Texas has outlawed it, Florida has outlawed it. It's not legal to mandate a vaccine passport. So, but New York is pro vaccine passport. They're already enforcing it. So, like on that issue, what are you going to do?
I think it's like up to states to decide what's best for them. I mean, like, why should we worry about what New York's doing? I mean, I get like if our citizens go to New York and then we have to like abide by their state laws, but I mean, I'm just saying like worry more so locally. Like our local election is early voting starts April 19th. I believe it's May 4th or May 1st is election day for our local government. So I guess like more so keeping it more local than worrying about other states. Now, that's just at a citizens level. I don't know about like representatives level.
Yeah, well, that's the question, is when are the representatives going to represent us, right? Like I can honestly feel there's probably, out of Texas reps, like Dan Crenshaw is the only one that I will ever take serious. Like Ted Cruz, he talked a big game, but when it push came to shove, he stepped aside, right?
Yeah.
And he lost a lot of respect in that aspect.
He
But at
certainly
the same
stepped
time,
aside. Sorry, go ahead. I'll tell my joke afterwards.
I mean, he definitely did better than the person that he was competing against. But on the other hand, is when are they actually going to do something? None of them are doing anything. They're just talking, and people are getting tired of the talk.
It goes back to like our talks before. It's just like, what can we do? And we've talked about it, like involved with your local politics, know what's going on locally. And like a lot of people think like, oh, like, if the president, it really trickles down. Well, yes, but then also no, like your state makes a lot of the rules and laws that your state goes by, and you got to be informed. So I think, term limits are a great idea. Sorry. And term limits are a great idea. I think that we should consider that. And hopefully the conversation doesn't stop with just Ted Cruz, bringing it up one
Trickle
time.
politics instead of trickle down politics.
It's trickle up politics.
Trickle of politics. No, going to what you said about Dan Crenshaw, like, I take him seriously too. He does more for the people that he represents than Ted Cruz does. Like, he's a giant fucking flake. Like, he flaked out on us during that 1 week that it froze here. I mean, granted, he did.
You're so a hater.
Yeah, I'm such a hater. I'm such a mean
He's so
bitch.
salty.
No, like, I understand that from Ted Cruz's position, there was nothing that he could do, but this is his home state. Like, not doing anything shows us that you're not willing to go the extra mile for us, as we're being preemptive and like, oh shit, Texas needs me, let's see what I can do. Like, no one fucking stood up during that, or very few people did.
Well, and I still believe that when the next election comes up, I think Beto will give him another run for his money.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I mean, when Beto was trying to be president, he literally went to Mexico and campaigned to be president of the United States in Mexico. Like, how can I that's just seems like a publicity stunt that's unnecessary to me.
Did that really fucking happen?
Yes, it really happened.
I can't believe that.
But I think a lot of what's going to determine how well Beto does in his next election is going to be his gun control stance. Because if he keeps on with the "we need to collect the guns," then he ain't going to do so well.
It's not going to fly in Texas.
I can honestly say I think the Democrats of Texas did not like the way he handled himself during the presidential election.
Absolutely.
So
not.
maybe that is, but then again, it's like, I don't know. So do you want a senator that's going to do nothing, or who's going to do bad things? Like, that's where I feel our choices were on the last one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Even then, Cruz still won by margin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it does tell you that, like, Texans want change for sure, and whatever aspect that looks like, I think you have to kind of weigh the good with the bad. Like, what is okay? So I agree with them on this platform, which is really important to me, but also on this one, I think it infringes on other people's rights, and that's for every candidate. It's just a tough decision.
I think Texas is craving some social change, but not to where you're going to take away pre-existing rights. Like, let's fix some of the issues that we're having socially here.
Mm-hmm.
Like accountability.
I want a little bit more transparency, like with the candidates. Like, what is your actual platform? What are you really going to change? Like with debates, especially the last few we've seen, we don't really see what they're talking about, what their issues are. We just see them kind of going back and forth at each other, which I don't want to see that at a debate. I want you to tell me what you're doing, what that guy's not doing. What are you really standing for? Just give me a pamphlet with your pros and cons and lay it out for me.
Yeah, don't even give me a pamphlet. It's COVID. Just put it on the website.
I think like debate too. Like, they don't even give people equal time. Like Andrew Yang, like they didn't give him the time that he deserved on that stage.
Mm-hmm.
So local elections, guys, they're coming up. So be sure to vote in your local elections.
That's what I think. Here we have a big proposition coming up to kind of make the police a little more accountable, and I think SAPD definitely needs that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're one of the worst lawbreakers in the city.
So that's a perfect transition for me. You know who else has been a very big lawbreaker? Microsoft.
I thought it was Spartan.
Oh no. I mean, Spartan may have broken a couple of laws, but I don't know. Yes, I'm not here to say that. No.
Be nice to Spartan. He's my friend.
Okay. What's up, Spartan? I'm being nice. Okay. So To quickly fill you guys in a little bit on Microsoft's background, Microsoft has been sued twice by the government for monopolyism, and they've had multiple antitrust lawsuits thrown at them by the United States government. Well, right now, with Apple, Facebook, Google, and Amazon, like their biggest competitor, having antitrust lawsuits thrown at them, they're going in and buying companies up left and right. Like 4 years ago, they bought LinkedIn, which I didn't even freaking realize they owned them. Last year, they bought ZeniMax, the parent company to the video game publisher Bethesda. So now they own all of that. They're teaming up with EA to bring more products to their Xbox Live package. They're in talks with buying Discord, and just recently they bought Nuance Communications for $16 billion, including the net debt. It's like 19.7 billion. But these are some pretty big moves by Microsoft right now, while they're not under a
Behind the
microscope,
scenes.
basically.
Why aren't they under the same scrutiny as Apple and Google and Facebook?
That's something I've been wondering too.
So, I did a little research. What I heard was that the reason Microsoft has got away with a lot of things like this is because they were one of the first government approved monopolies that are still around currently. So when so it all started when when the government needed to use Windows, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you did have other options of uh, operating services to use, but Windows was the shit, right? Like it was the only one that worked at the time.
Yeah.
User
And
friendly.
Linux was very hobby based, and
So,
Apple
yeah.
was a disgrace.
When the government started, building their computer infrastructure in the 90s and stuff, they kind of approved of Microsoft to be the monopoly that it is. And so they already gave it the go ahead. How can they start reeling it in now? How can they stop it?
So they've already thrown some monopolyism lawsuits at them based off of their web browser, Internet Explorer. I don't know if you guys remember the Explorer, not NetSuite. It was called something different. Shoot. Early.
So-
Was this
and
the
then-
green logo?
Yeah.
Netscape?
Netscape, thank you. When Netscape was out, Netscape was very popular. Well, when Microsoft released a version of Windows, I think it was either Windows 3 or Windows 95, they only made it possible for you to only use Internet Explorer. And they received a lawsuit from the government saying like, hey, you can't do that. You need to allow for other people to install other things. So
Not
I think,
Apple.
yeah, not Apple. So I can see where you're getting at with their approved monopolyism, but the company that they recently bought is AI based, and it's also hospital information tech based. They're a health tech company that provides scripts with visits from doctors and patients using an AI algorithm to actually make the script. So it's able to pick up on dictation and all that other stuff. I think that they're acquiring it to implement it to their new Cortana. I think they're trying to implement it into Cortana.
Why are they still trying to make Cortana a thing? But Spartan does have a good question. Are those acquisitions really illegal, or is it just a dick move on Microsoft wanting to control everything?
They're not illegal.
So if we go back to the monopoly thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last time the government stopped what they considered to be monopolies would have been Blockbuster merging, right? With I
Mhm.
forgot the other company at the time. But so Blockbuster wanted to merge.
Hollywood
The
Video.
government stopped. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they didn't want it to be a monopoly. Like it feels like the government doesn't step in until it's too late. And so I already think Microsoft is too well established as a monopoly. But again, as Spartan bringing up, I think Microsoft is slowly losing control because you have a lot of worldwide competitors. So they might be a monopoly in the United States, but they're not a worldwide monopoly. So when do we start comparing those?
That's a good point. I mean, Amazon would be a worldwide monopoly, wouldn't it? Or considered to be closest to.
Well, you got eBay. I
Mm,
mean, technically, you have eBay, Facebook, Marketplace. Like there is somewhat worldwide competition on those.
mhm. But nothing comes up.
Really, the only competition for Microsoft would be Huawei on
Um,
Google.
Their next closest competition is Apple. Realistically, I mean, in
worldwide?
the software and technology aspect, it would be Apple. Huawei does not have as big as an impact as Apple does, or Samsung even.
Yeah, so if you put it on a global level, which that company functions on currently, is it a monopoly
That's that's a good fucking question. Scary says he's a monopoly. I mean, of your life, sure.
I'm interested to see. I just hope this Microsoft doesn't buy Discord. I mean, good for them for making this deal. Like, whatever it does for Xbox, great. Just leave Discord alone.
I mean, they've been throwing billions of dollars around. Like, as it is so far, like it's 20 billion with oh my god, Nuance Technologies. I forgot how much. 7.6 billion for ZeniMax. They were about to buy TikTok for nearly $30 billion.
Didn't they
now? They were only
buy?
at a minority interest, right?
Who?
Like they're in TikTok, they were only trying to buy a minority interest. They weren't trying to buy the whole thing.
They were trying to
Maybe
buy
U.S. assets.
U.S., Canadian, Australian, and New Zealand operations. That's all they were buying.
Just like your
That's all.
big contenders,
Yeah.
your biggest countries. I think that Spartan's saying that teamwork and collaborations are best move. Didn't Microsoft also buy the parent company Mojang for
They did.
Minecraft?
They spent.
And they kind of left that alone.
I think they spent like $16 billion to buy it.
I feel like they've left that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They left it alone though. So like they kind of let them do their own thing with like, Microsoft money. So maybe they can do other things.
Yeah.
Like that with other companies.
Oh,
I dropped
And so that, another point to bring up is, so have y'all heard the petrodollar theory of the United States?
No.
So if as long as the United States kind of forces everyone to buy oil on the dollar bill, they can rack up as much debt as they want. So if we start looking at like a global economy and we're saying, well, oil's starting to die down, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would be the next item that we could kind of control the market with? And I think you let Microsoft build up and let them control the global technology market.
That's a good point. Or let Apple become the number one mobile
Nah.
software.
I would much rather have Microsoft in charge than Apple.
But realistically, Microsoft isn't even in charge. Like their tablets, the Duo and the whatever it was, their phablets,
the Surface.
Yeah, thank you. Well, except for the Surface. So the Surface is running Microsoft software, but they're using Android.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Like, where does it go next? Like, when we start, like, what we consider monopolies are the railroads. Like, every example we could really point to is at least 80 years old, right? Like Southwestern Bell. That was the last monopoly that I can ever name getting broken up. And what did that really do?
They just changed their name.
I mean, it was a dying technology. It was already starting to die down at that point. And then, of course, AT&T just bought everything that was left over. So is AT&T a monopoly now?
I mean, no, you're right. They're not a monopoly. They have like heavy competitors, but Sprint's no longer a thing. So it's
Well,
one
that's
less
T-Mobile Sprint,
telecommunications giant.
right?
Well,
So,
even
yeah.
that merger was heavily contested, and like, didn't they have to go before trial and for
Mhm.
them to successfully merge?
Yeah.
I think all their acquisitions are nefarious, Spartan at all. I just think that there is when these big corporations like buy up smaller companies, like I get it's for cohesiveness and to make a single product a lot better, but at the same time, like I like the smaller touches because I feel like they're more in touch with us as a consumer.
So maybe they need to restructure a little bit and not put everything under the Microsoft banner. Just kind of like
Yeah.
Mhm.
have so would it be okay if Microsoft bought like the minority interest in a company, but still kind of left the majority with the original owners? That way Microsoft still has because I guess I would say they're going after the patents, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I mean, that's why they bought Mixer, and I got you, Scary NAFTA. He asked me to explain Deep Dive VR. Ready Player One. That's essentially
Oh.
it. It's a full
Yeah.
body
Get
immersion.
on that.
Yeah.
No, Bill Gates wants everybody to live in pods eating soy paste. So watch your
um,
back.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
We'll see what's next for Microsoft. We shall see.
Yeah, definitely. And that leaves us to our last topic: advice from millennials.
So, what did you want to do with this segment, Ethan?
I
Puzzle
have
looks like he really has some advice. So I let her go first.
I actually have a bit of advice. Let your dog out before you start streaming so she doesn't bug you in the middle. I'll be right back.
No. So when Ethan, brought up this topic during our meeting, I think one of my first questions was, is this advice for streaming? Is this advice for relationships? Is this advice for, what kind of advice is it? And he was just like, it can be any advice that you think is pertinent. Um, so this is just kind of like a life advice, I would guess, for any type of relationship you have, whether it be a romantic relationship, your friendship, your family relations, even between yourself and a coworker, boss, or subordinate. People always say communication is key, and they're correct. Two people always need to be able to communicate with each other, but you can sit there and express your feelings, your thoughts, your viewpoint, but unless there's comprehension, it's not really going to help the situation. So it's not only learning how to communicate, but learning how to make sure comprehension happens. Um,
That you're listening. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good one.
That's what I got.
I would say the biggest advice I can give is always check your titles before you go live on your stream.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know how the hell that happened.
What was our title?
Hope we don't die today.
Oh. Two.
I don't know why it's still set to the Circle of Jerks title. I know I changed it.
I think my advice would be like I was in somebody's stream recently and you're talking about official millennials. And, like we like to think that we're a place that a lot of people will come and feel welcomed and, like help them get a leg up basically, like into the streaming world. Because doing it by yourself is really tough. But when you get a community that backs you and supports you, like that's a whole other thing. And to accomplish that, like us four have worked together and we all have different strengths of different and different backgrounds. And we're friends. So my advice to you guys would be find your people, like find your community. I think that's what's great about Twitch is that you can find the community that best suits you. And whenever you do and you want to build something, make sure that you pick a team that really respects each other's opinions and, has a lot of trust.
Yeah.
This one's scary. Life gives you lemons. Make life take those lemons back. Get mad. Then burn life's house down.
It's you fuck the lemons and you bail.
Yeah, fuck the lemons and bail.
Ow.
Not literally, figuratively, like throw them somewhere. I don't know, just throw them behind you and say fuck this and leave.
Yeah. General life advice? I don't know. My life's a mess. Take it day by day.
No, that's a great advice. Like, just remember, everybody makes mistakes. So own your mistake, learn from it, correct the situation, and move on.
Yeah, I can agree with
Nobody's perfect. And if somebody tries to make you believe they're perfect, they're full of shit.
I actually saw a tweet the other day talking about fake positivity on Twitter and like how some people are like fake positive, but like them in real life and they're like kind of mean or rude or judgmental of other people. And it's just like, be who you are, number one. And like, there's a difference between like, this is who I am and never going to change to you're right, I'll work on that. But at the same token, like people know when you're acting not yourself when you're being a fake bitch. Make orange juice.
My advice in terms of streaming, make sure that when you find a group, you really try to cultivate those connections, or they're gonna go a long way. Like, I can't tell you how grateful I am for everyone that's been in our streams, in our Discord, and for all of you guys. And
if somebody named Scary Nafta ever comes into your stream, just ignore him.
Just say yes. The first question he asks you, say yes. Watch. Scary, ask your question. What's up, devils?
Scary's gonna ask you to have his babies. Be prepared for that.
Yes. No. See, I can't even follow my own advice. Hold on. Scary, I need to roll a dice. Where'd my dice go? Oh, here it is.
Hi, devils.
Oh. I rolled a 9. And what's up, devils? Crazy's our new baby daddy.
Ooh.
Oh my. And for personal advice, try to for me it's a little hard to give personal advice because I'm ADHD and I've been dealing with that my whole life, and joining TikTok has kind of helped me understand that. So my advice to all y'all is
don't join TikTok.
Don't join TikTok. It's a time hole like Minecraft and Stardew Valley, but try to understand who you are. Like really understand, try to like figure out what makes you work, exactly how like you function, and try to come up with a plan to best make yourself productive, basically. That was really fucking hard for me to get out.
And that advice goes really well for a new Twitch streamer as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know like when I wanted to start going on my channel, I didn't really know what I was doing. What is my aesthetic? What am I promoting? What am I? I don't know. I'm a mix of so many things. I can't be put into a single category. So thankfully I came across something that had pretty colors, and I did a whole name rebranding for something that fit me a little bit better. So if you don't find your niche right away, that's okay. Take some time, stream your games, have fun, and you'll figure it out along the way. And that's, for life too, because ain't nobody got everything figured out. Trust me on that.
Oh, and for social media advice, like don't believe what people fucking post. Like just because someone says that they're worth the love of their life and they're posting pictures day after day after day, that doesn't mean that that's actually their life. Like 9 times out of 10, everything you see in any sort of social media is fake. With
That's why I
like,
just don't post.
what's up?
I said that's why I just don't post.
Unless I
Exactly.
post it and it's 100% true.
Yeah. Unless if Crazy or any one of us post, because we don't use Facebook at all, do we?
I haven't used Facebook in years.
Same. I don't remember the last time I logged in.
I checked
Oh.
it. I checked it this morning, actually. Very wife does love you very much. And
Yeah,
TikTok is
yeah.
the new Vine. You know how long it's taken Alan to not call TikTok Vines? Like, hey, you want to watch some Vines? And I'm like, you have a time machine? Like,
Yes. Yeah, I still have the app
So-
installed on my old iPhone 4.
Well, like on my meme app that I use, everyone complains. They're like, if I wanted to watch TikToks, I'd go to TikTok. And I was like, I'm okay with occasional TikTok. I don't
Yeah.
have to download the app, and I can watch one every once in a while.
I'll just send them to you guys. I'll do the best ones.
do you want me to start sending you TikToks, Ethan, with our NDB message every Monday?
So all you have to do is join up on our email list, and NJ will curate the best TikToks for you.
Mm-hmm.
What? I didn't say that. Actually, you know what? Yes.
You know what? We also have an additional email thread. Make sure to email jerks at officialmillennials.com to get a special message every Monday.
If you guys only knew what that special message is. Hey, what do we got going? We have a lot of stuff going on this week, guys.
Oh my god, this week is so
I know. I'm
bad.
just gonna go MIA the rest of the week. Y'all will not see me. Bye, everybody.
Baby, come back.
No, you have something coming up on Wednesday.
I know. I'm excited.
Me too.
So we're all gonna lose to Peach in Mario Kart Wednesday.
No, I don't think so. Bo and Alex are scary good. So continue.
You guys are gonna do a tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what does the tournament consist of?
So the tournament, which everyone can sign up by going to our Discord and checking out the events channel to fill a spot. We have 11 spots open last I checked. The tournament is going to consist of 200cc races, 12 races total. It's going to be frantic items, so it's going to be really crazy. I did debate about making all the computers hard, but I opted for medium. And it's going to be fucking awesome. And all the maps will be random. I hope everyone signs up. I want to see what everyone's got.
My lifelong mission to beat Peach at every level in Mario Kart. I've only beaten him twice in my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I think Scary's too scared to join.
Come on, Scary. You got to do it, bro. Look. Oh, shoot. Where's the close-ups? I need to set it to me. Hold on. I got this. Bro. Look here, bro. You got this. You're going to be there. You're going to be there. We're going to race. What's up?
Your switch to work.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Bad
can.
advice.
Yeah, just work while on the job. It's okay. Just tell them,
And
hey,
then
Peach.
Thursday, what are we doing Thursday, Puzzled?
NJ and I will actually be doing a co-stream on the official Millennials channel. Super stoked about it. We will be doing we don't have a name for it right now. Right now we're just calling it the official Millennials painting with a twist. But I know I can't like actually call it because trademarks and all that fun stuff. But I'm super stoked. I'm headed out tomorrow to get some supplies, and I'm ready. I've actually started like trying to place my stuff around to figure out how I'm gonna shoot this.
So how opposed to are y'all to naming it painting with the tits?
Very
I like that.
Of course you would.
2 out of 3. We're good.
No. Painting with the chicks.
That's too
We're not
PC.
painting with our actual, boobies. So, and that's not something we could stream on Twitch. So, moving on.
But you can
And
do it
then-
if you're in a hot tub.
Oh my goodness.
What?
What are
Which
we
is okay
doing
with that.
on Friday?
Friday, we are doing our watch party. We are watching Spaceballs at 6 p.m. in the Discord. If you got, oh, nope, just kidding. Friday's chapter 2 of You Heard Delirium series. My bad. Watch
I'm so
parties on
excited.
Sunday.
Hey, wait.
Do a girls' night.
Oh shit! Never mind. I forgot.
Okay, I'm gonna take care of the pepper.
Uh-oh.
Pepper.
Could you get
Yeah,
Artemis
Fridays
too?
Yes. So Friday we are finishing the Delirium series, Requiem, and Pandemonium, and I'm so excited. Like I cannot wait for you to get to the third book and see Hannah's character growth. I think it's so much fun. And I'm ready to just balls to the walls, y'all.
If you guys didn't know, we host a book club through the Official Millennials. We do a lot of different things. So we do the guys interview streamers. Puzzled and I have a book club, and we are doing a continuation of series that we've read. So it's called Chapter 2, and that's a one-on-one conversation with us. Our last one was Arc of the Scythe, and it was so good. And now we have Delirium coming up. And then Saturday is a big day. Scary is going to love it.
D&D, y'all. I'm super stoked.
It's D&D.
It's
Jerry,
D&D. Never
get
kissed a
with
lady
me.
before.
Let's see if we can meet up early Saturday so that we can go over your character. Just because there's been some developments. There you go. Cool.
Mhm.
So let's meet up. Let's plan to meet up a little bit early so we can go over your character. And then Sunday,
Baseballs.
Sunday.
Puzzled and Peach will be streaming earlier in the day, but Sunday night we'll be doing a watch party. So pop your popcorn, bring your snacks, and let's watch a movie together.
Yay.
So you are doing the painting Thursday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So tell Scary Wife Thursday, girls' night, bring the wine.
Yes, I will send
And paint supplies.
And paint supplies.
I will send out a list for everything you need. It's actually not too bad. And I will put out the link in the You Heard discussion, and so that she wants to come paint with us, she can come paint with us. I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm so excited.
We should do like a quarterly painting session. That'd be fun. We can do
That'd be
something
really
different.
cool. Yeah.
Well, thanks for sticking with us. And Spartan, thank you so much for joining the Naked Podcast. We really appreciated you having you here. On that note.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Who are we rating?
Who are we rating? Let me find out who is live. Let's see. C2 is live.
I'm
sitting
live.
in right now.
Oh, Crazy got one. Please stick around, guys.
So many channels.
Oh. Just /raid space in their username in our Twitch chat. If you can. If not.
I sent it in Discord.
Oh, I see it. The Bubbernaut 4. Make sure to show them all the love.
Ooh, I like his picture.
Alex would love this one.
Oh yeah. Thanks for coming here, guys. Here's our shout out for producer of the week,
It's me.
Peach Z.
It's a me. A Peach Z.
Isn't that what you were going for?
I was just trying to steal your credit.
Oh. Okay, then. You're editing this week. You're editing this week. Here you go. Here you go. I'll change.
Good luck, everybody else.
Good luck, everyone else. Producer of the week is Ethan. Thanks for being here, guys.
Bye.
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 This is an Official Millennials production.